What is impact failure in materials? Imagine dropping a glass and watching it shatter instantly. That quick, forceful event is a perfect example of impact failure happening in real life. When a material suddenly faces a high-energy hit or collision, it can break or get damaged very fast. This kind of failure happens when the force applied is so sudden and intense that the material cannot absorb or distribute the energy properly. Instead of bending or deforming slowly, it cracks or fractures almost immediately. Impact failure is a key part of understanding how materials break under sudden forces. Some materials, like glass or ceramics, tend to fail catastrophically because they are brittle. They don't bend much before breaking, so when hit hard, they shatter suddenly. Ductile materials, like many metals, can usually bend or stretch a little to absorb energy. But if the impact is strong enough, even these materials will eventually crack or break. Think about a car crash where metal parts get crushed or a hammer hitting a metal rod. These are examples of impact failure. In products, impact failure can cause things like a metal component cracking after being struck or a glass breaking when hit with a hard object. Sometimes impact failure happens over time through impact fatigue. That's when repeated small impacts cause tiny cracks to grow, leading to eventual failure. Several factors influence impact failure. The toughness of a material, which is how well it can absorb energy without breaking, plays a big role. Harder materials may resist dents but can be more brittle and prone to sudden cracking. Flaws like notches or tiny cracks in the material act as stress concentrators, making failure more likely. The speed of impact matters too. Faster impacts tend to cause more brittle failure. Temperature is another factor. Colder temperatures can make some materials more brittle and likely to fail under impact. Understanding impact failure helps engineers choose the right materials for different jobs. They test materials by applying sudden forces to see how they behave. They also design products to avoid sharp corners or defects that can concentrate stress and cause cracks. By doing so, they can make safer, more durable products that stand up to real-world impacts. In simple terms, impact failure is when a material breaks because of a sudden, powerful force that exceeds what it can handle. It explains many unexpected product failures and mechanical breakdowns we see around us. Recognizing how materials respond to impacts helps us build better, safer things that last longer and perform better in everyday life.